Ciao tutti, it's time for another update from the terraces to show the current state of work and repairs and stuff like that. I'm going to start on the lower terrace here. This is the one that was most recently being hacked out of the wilderness, and this is our bottom terrace, and down here is the terrace of our neighbour. This is also processed being hacked out of the wilderness, and that little construction over there is actually a hen house behind the pine tree. So we jointly did a bit of a clean up his terrace there and cut back his olives, and need to have a bit more of a fire to burn that stuff. Right here you can see my terrace here. So all these olive trees have been cut back, so they're just basically sticks, but they'll all grow new low level ones, because the problem was when there was jungle here, they all grow stupidly tall and then the wind blows them over and the wall falls down. So you cut them back, and that's too many trunks there actually. This one here had split in half, and half of him fell down the lower terrace, which was this bit here. So we actually dragged him up and replanted him here, and you'll see how he goes. Telegraph pole is nothing to do with us. And I think in previous videos I sort of got to this point here. It was a bit of a wilderness and I couldn't go very much further. So this is a difference here. So this is being cleaned up. That was a huge weed plant, which we cut back and burnt the stump to stop it coming back in. These are two new freshly planted olives here. And from this point on, it was definitely absolute wilderness. So we've given these guys a light prune. Look at this massive old guy here hanging out of the terrace. He was extending out a fair bit more, and so we've cut him off, and there's a bit of ruin down there that needs to be dealt with. Oh, good view of the two villages back there. That's Caleta, and above it, Bravo. I should do a view of the mountains. See, it's an absolutely gorgeous day, February here. And a couple of times I think I've got to here in the video and said, oh, our land stretches on 50 metres this way. So I've actually gone into here and done a clean out here. So this is what it looks like when it's freshly hacked out of being abandoned. Well, that's a collapse we've got to fix at some stage. Across the collapse, oops, without falling off. Oops. So this was another tree that was covered in ivy and stupidly tall, so we've cut him back. Yeah, cut it off there and hopefully that will grow. The olive trees on the edge of the terraces are good for holding the walls together. Again, you can see that the next one down is all a bit of a disaster. And this pile of weed trees here have all been cut down, although I haven't cut down those are 3 weed trees here. But we can see we can get through to, these are all olive trees that should come back. When they're sort of left covered in jungle, this is what they do. They just build lots and lots of trunks, just trying to race for the light. And okay, this is the extent I've got to at the moment. I don't think our land goes much further, maybe another 10-15 metres. But we just discovered I got a cliff. This is our cliff here. So that one shouldn't fall down. Here's some trees up there, olive trees we're saving up there, that fell down some time ago. You can see the trunk there. But I think when we cleaned the cliff off, that was all this ivy here, the green leaves, was covering the whole cliff there. You can see that the roots are still on there, which I've cut that off. I'll get past this part here. I can't tell if this bit here is a collapsed wall or an old staircase. But let's call it an old staircase. So this is the first time I've actually ever walked up it here. I was just here 10 minutes ago cutting these trees off. So I can get to this point here, which joins up to another section of our terraces which I've just cleaned off. So more crap to burn here, and another olive tree that's just many trunks. So I just cut that guy off, and these guys are being cleaned up so we can get back to our proper terraces this way. So you can see this is all ivy that was covering this wall here. So there are more trees that have been cut out of the undergrowth, and this all has to be burnt. Going past the weed tree here and back to our terraces proper. Well, it's all our terraces, but this is where we've been doing most of the effort for the last 10 years. And so all these terraces here were 10 years ago like what we just walked through. So we've finished the prune on these ones. We haven't been so drastic, but again reduced the height of them all. It's all looking kind of nice. I will do a full traverse here. There's a bit of wood stacked up to dry, so we can turn it into firewood in future. That's the second apricot tree planted there. The stairs from, I guess it was early last year, these are finished. Won't go up those stairs here. Oh yeah, this is the end of our land, about here, and all this is condominium land, part of the village. And so I got in here and cleared this out. And there's 1 olive tree, 2 olive tree, 3. See how stupidly tall that is? I'll give it a bit of time to recover, and then it'll just be chopped off about that height there and turn into a proper shaped tree that you can harvest off. All the walls here were falling down, so I did a sort of half-hearted rough repair on that one there just recently. But it's all a bit of a mess here. It's all blackberries up there. But you know, a bit of work, you can get it back into this lovely shape, like this. Again, this here all used to be like that wilderness behind. Nice little terrace here. Oh, I spy a peasant, a contadina. Up in the orto. Haven't used the oven very much over winter, but I have laid in lots of wood. So that's fresh wood there. That's the remains of the dry wood from 2 years ago going all the way back. So it's about 1 metre deep, that heaps of wood. And more fresh wood from this season, going back 1 metre back. So plenty of wood, all cut, ready to go. And we'll go up these little stairs and see what the contadina is doing in the orto, the veggie garden. Haven't really done very much over winter. Just seeing we're intending to head back fairly soon. What do we got there? Oh, she's cleaning up her strawberries.
Strawberry patch.
Yeah. Behind her are some leeks that just never got going.
I cleaned up all of the radicchio over there.
Okay, yep. We've got some parsley. We've got 1 pea plant that was... Peas are meant to be a good winter crop, but you can see, it's fallen off. Someone's been eating the tops off them. So I think we have deer problems or something. The fences aren't good enough to get the deer out. So only 1 survived. What else we got over here? Oh well, more parsley, lettuce. I might as well go up and finish the video by showing the current work on the community road. So if we look down, this is the community road here. This is the pavement I go on endlessly about that has been uncovered recently. Well, 6 months ago, whatever. And it keeps going up here. And so I'm now been working to connect this better to the village. Glorious day. So from here onwards I've rebuilt all this badly at the moment. It's still getting a bit washed away by the water. That's our water tank there, and that's where we collect the water. And when the water tank fills up, it all overflows there and comes and washes the path away. So this is the fence I built a couple months ago, stop people falling off the edge here. And here I'm working to make this path from here to the village better. So this needs to be raised a bit here. Here's a work in progress. You can see the foundation trench is from there. So the path is going to go straight across here. And this is the bit I built last weekend. Still needs a bit more soil in it. Can we see the side? Oops, falling down the hill there. Let's finish going up here. Great view of the village. Oh, what's that car doing there? We're zone orange. No one's meant to be visiting. See Monte Alpi up there, just in front of the church. So that wall is there, what I built in 2 days, and it's sort of half the path, and I've got about the same amount again to do to get all the way down, and then we'll have a nice community path. Alright guys, I think I shall call it a day, and thanks for watching. Ciao. Doppel.